What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Friday, November 28th, about 5 o'clock p.m. where I'm at right now. And today's video, we're going to be simple, just some best bets for NFL Sunday, and a quick little recap of Thanksgiving and the Black Friday game, which I believe is still going on, by the way. Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia ain't exactly looking too good, but yeah, let's get into that damn recap and go over some plays for this week. Okay, guys. So recap, it was pretty mid, as NFL has been post like week 6 or whatever for me. But hey, one CeeDee Lamb, one Isaiah Likely, pretty easily on both. I guess is very easily unlikely. But CeeDee Lamb, he got there as well. Losers was Juju, man, and that Juju play was either going to be like the smartest play ever or the dumbest play, and it ended up being the dumbest play. I think he, had like a target or something. Rice and Worthy both looked exactly fine, and yeah, he did not even really get close at all. And then Cole Kmet under 1.5 receptions, and the Rome Odunze to get 25 plus yards. To be honest, I know Cole lost, and I think that Rome might have lost too. So, yeah, not exactly the best plays. Lose a little bit of juice. Okay, guys, so the first one of the day, it's going to be kind of weird, man. Max Brosmer, I think it is, quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings this week, taking Mr. 9 spot. But, guys, I'm taking him over 17.5 completions. Look, obviously there's no data to go off of based off of this. So it's kind of just going to be me speaking about it. But dude, to me, like 17.5, obviously, guys, is like a very, very low line for a quarterback, right? But especially a quarterback as 10.5 point dogs against a defense like Seattle, who is giving up the 5th most completions and, have an elite run defense and things to that extent. But I think this line has like some JJ McCarthy stink to it. Like Max Brosmer, like as a quarterback, he's like a very quick processor. He's not very mobile. He gets the ball out quick. Kind of like, I don't know, man. Kind of reminds me of like the small bits of Brosmer that I've seen. Kind of reminds me a bit of like a Mason Rudolph type quarterback. Like doesn't have crazy good arm strength. Has like a low ceiling, but probably a pretty high floor, to be honest. And yeah, man, like guys, let's not forget that like this Vikings system is like really good, right? It's been very, very good. Kevin O'Connell is a very, very good play caller. I mean, obviously you got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Jalen Naylor's not a terrible 3. Aaron Jones isn't a terrible receiver out of the backfield. We've just seen some like brutal quarterback play from the Vikes this year, right? Like whether it's like Wentz, who, to be honest, like Wentz he had his moments, right, where he looked okay. And then, of course, JJ McCarthy, guys. I just think that there's so much stink around like JJ McCarthy, man, that it is really driving this line down. But this truly is like an elite system. So, yeah, man, like I said, Seahawks, they absolutely shut down the run. I think they're like per EPA and success rate, they're the best run defense in the league. I mean, what's like the spread on this thing? We got a 11.5 point spread in Seattle. I don't know, man. I think that this is low. I think that, he's definitely has like one of the lowest passing completion lines out of like the weather impacted games. So yeah, and it's against Seattle, man. Seattle gives up like 23, 24-ish completions a game. Yeah, just honestly, just planting my flag here that Brosmer, is a league or not a league average quarterback, but is fine on a completion standpoint. Guys, like honestly, man, like looking at some of these like reception totals too for some of these guys, like Hawkinson at 3.5 looks pretty good in my opinion. Seattle allows the 3rd most receptions to tight ends. Aaron Jones, I know it's pretty juicy, but Seattle also like they like run a lot of zone, right? So they're going to give a lot of targets to the tight end position, the running back position, and things to that extent. So guys like Hawkinson and Jones, I think, can take advantage of Brosmer starting 2 against the Seattle defense in what should be a pretty good game script. Second one I'm going to go with is going to be RJ Harvey of the Denver Broncos. I'm taking him over 47.5 rushing yards. Looks like this might have moved a little bit, moved like 2 yards. That's totally fine if you got to get like a 50 plus in there. So look, he wasn't like a complete bell cow, obviously. So he out-carried Jaleel McLaughlin 11-6. However, he did play 61% of the snaps, which I do think is encouraging. Like, honestly, that's kind of what I was expecting, man. I wasn't expecting, RJ Harvey to be like some crazy workhorse or anything. But guys, they're playing the Commanders, right? Without Jaden Daniels. Yes, it's in Washington, I believe. But yeah, well, I mean, we got a 5.5 point spread on this thing. Commanders, guys, since week 4, listen to these yards that they've given up to running backs. They gave up 126, 75, 133, 145, 106, 67, 76, 217, and then 196 running back rushing yards. So look, man, they're a brutal run defense. One of the worst in the league. Honestly, man, J.K. Dobbins looked pretty good in this scheme. I was pretty high on R.J. Harvey as like a running back. I think that he is a good running back. He just hasn't really gotten his chance to show it. But yeah, I mean, this reeks of a game where the Denver can get like 20 to 22 rushing attempts. I think R.J. Harvey gets like 13 or 14 of them. And honestly, guys, he's an explosive runner. He's going up against a terrible run defense. I think he should be able to get 4.5 a clip here for sure, and around like 60. So yeah, man, I feel like this line should be in the high 50s. I think it's buying low a little bit to an extent. Obviously, guys, the Chiefs' run defense is pretty damn good. But yeah, I think that RJ Harvey is getting a little bit undervalued due to that first game against the Chiefs, where obviously like they're going to go pass heavy. And yeah, Chiefs run defense is just really good. So going with RJ Harvey over 49.5 rushing yards. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it. As always, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you don't mind, drop a like, sub to the channel on your way out, and I will catch you guys next time.